And we're live. This is your first Twitch stream?
My first what?
Have you been on like a Twitch stream before?
Oh yeah,
First
yeah.
one.
I've done streams before.
Oh, you did streams yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can ask about. All right. Well, I should be writing notes as well, right? Um. Okay. Well. Pat, welcome back to another podcast. I know it's been a while, but we're back at it, and I got my friend here. Introduce yourself.
Alejandro. Hi, I'm Alejandro, and
so we're gonna be I guess this is like a for a school project, but I didn't want to waste this opportunity. We're gonna be talking, yapping, waffling. Might as well make content out of it. So the topic or the project was to have a conversation, um, or like an interview. It's not really an interview. It's more like a conversation about something about media, and I'm gonna talk about. I want to talk about short form content because I think that's relevant right now. What do you think?
it is actually pretty relevant. Like the most consumed content way to show content nowadays.
Like the default.
Yeah, exactly.
The-
And oh, what?
Yeah, keep going.
No, yes, is that
I know. Wait, just keep speaking.
okay?
I cut you off. My bad. My bad.
So this, I think that this 15 seconds. It's 15 seconds or approximately, right?
It's getting like
Or
time is getting longer and longer, like the time allowed on these apps,
yeah,
because it started off with the wine. I think it was like 10 seconds. I
yeah.
believe.
The beginning it
Yeah.
was like
So the beginning was wine, and then like musically TikTok, it's bumped it up to like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Now, short form like content apps is like giving at least 3 minutes. But
yeah.
I feel like at that point, even if it's vertical, I feel like now most people put categories into the short form and long form into two, like based on the orientation. If it's like a portrait, then they classify it as a form video, even if it is like pretty long. But if it's like a landscape, if it's a landscape, then they kind of think
It's a
it's like a
long one.
long form.
Yeah.
But even if it's shorter,
Oh, but that's basically due to the format that YouTube presented
yeah.
at the beginning. So whenever you're watching a video on YouTube, you're not watching it in a portrait preview, just in a landscape one. So we relate this landscape view with the long videos that we see on YouTube.
Because like even like traditional like TV,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
all
Also
landscape.
TV. Yeah,
It's only like short form was the only content that's like portrait because
exactly.
it's made for phone.
Yeah.
Another question is like, so like personally, like how often do you consume short form content?
So have this kind of toxic and not unhealthy relationship with social media.
Unhealthy? You say it's unhealthy or toxic?
It's toxic and healthy.
Toxic and unhealthy?
And healthy.
Oh, toxic and healthy.
And
Oh,
healthy.
okay.
So
That's
it's
a weird
yeah.
combination. How does that work?
So it is toxic because I know what I'm consuming. I know what I'm doing with media and all this stuff. I know that I spend a lot of time on media, watching just brain rot and stuff like that. But I also know that I'm not using it to escape from
Okay.
reality, because that is actually, I think that is one of the most maybe controversial and important thing that media has presented since it started becoming a thing, that people started using it in order to run away from things that they shouldn't be running away from, you know so yep. That,
Okay. So, but like a lot of people, like I mean, so okay, in terms of like a ratio, what do you use more, short form or long form? Like, what do you watch more? Because for me, like oftentimes before it used to be long form, but with long form, I feel like I gotta like I gotta be like committed to watching it. Like I gotta sit down
yeah,
and
and
I gotta
watch it.
like I have to
Actually watch it.
watch it on like a laptop. I don't like watching short form on like a phone. So like more often than not, I only watch long form videos when I have a lot of free time
Okay.
and yeah, like I have like time to like sit down and watch it. But with short form videos, I find myself like just scrolling through like every
Yeah.
now and then. You don't need, even though it takes up a lot of time, it doesn't feel like it,
Yeah.
which is
Exactly.
very dangerous.
Yeah.
Even though like, so sometimes like you might think, oh, I have a couple minutes, let me just scroll through TikTok real quick.
And then
You start scrolling and then like
2 hours,
2 hours
three
in, yeah.
hours. Yeah. So
But with long form videos, I feel like you know how much time you're spending because there's that the UI is completely different.
yeah, of course it is.
So
Like it actually show you how much time you are going through a
yeah,
video.
there's the progress bar, and also like what is it? Like when you click on a video, you know how long the video is before you watch it. When
Yeah.
you're scrolling, you don't know how long the video is. You don't know how far you got into it. So you just keep scrolling, and then you think, oh, I'm only watching. It's only a 10-second
Yeah.
video. But how many 10-second videos are you watching?
Exactly. So in my case, I think I consume both of them. Like I consume a lot of long-term videos, mostly how do you call these ones from YouTube? Like
YouTube Shorts.
no. Like uh essay videos?
Oh yeah, yeah, video essays.
Video essays, yeah, well that. I watch a lot of video essays. I also consume a lot of Instagram reels.
Okay.
There is like the two that I consume the most.
So wait, I wanted to ask you like well, my original question was, what do you use more, long form or short form?
I think both the same.
Both the
Like
same? You think so?
I watch video essays on my phone as much as I watch reels on my phone. So
Okay.
I have YouTube Premium.
Oh
So
dang!
I
Oh, you're
decided
rich.
no, I'm not rich. I
YouTube Premium is
pay it
crazy.
in soles, so it is
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah. So what I
How
decided
much is it over there?
like we had a familiar plan, so it's 10 soles. Like 10 soles
Yeah,
is
it's like you use it $10
three
or
dollars.
oh, three
Three
dollars.
dollars around the.
Okay,
It isn't that much.
I don't know how much it is here, but I think it's around $10 here.
Yeah, as
It's
well.
pretty. I don't have YouTube Premium. I feel like YouTube Premium is kind of, I don't really need it. Yo, what's good? Long live AU. Welcome back, Jack. I don't know who that for their mod. Are you Red Stars? Wait, what? Change your name? Okay. Anyways, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So you said so you use both equally.
Yeah, I do.
So okay, do you find yourself watching long form videos when you have like small bursts of time? So let's say you're waiting on like a bus or something. What do you normally do? Do you consume content?
No, when well, yeah, it can be different depending on my mood as well. Because if I am overwhelmed, if I am tired, I'm not gonna watch like a video essay. Because
Yeah.
I just
I feel like
go.
with video essays you need to, like, you need your mind to be in like
Yeah,
a certain
you
like
have to.
zone.
It's like a decision that you are going to see it because you
Yeah.
want to see it. But if
But short form, like, you don't choose.
yeah, in the short on Instagram, you just open it and start scrolling, and you're not getting nothing from there.
Yeah.
You're just distracting yourself.
I think that the term is doom scrolling. Have you heard of that?
No, never heard doom scrolling.
So doom scrolling is basically like, I mean, it basically means you're addicted.
All right.
So you just like you keep scrolling, but like your brain is just getting worse and worse because of that, because you're not gaining anything from it,
Yeah.
and it's just like dumb like content, like brain rot.
Yeah.
You just scrolling through brain rot. The doom scrolling is like basically you're addicted to scrolling. You just
Oh
keep
shit.
scrolling until you like basically die.
Yeah, I know I wasn't familiar with the term. I don't think I'm in that point.
I mean, a lot of people are though. What do you think of
Yeah,
that? Like the society in general. Like, do you think it's like it's gotten to a point where it's affecting society? Like,
of course it
what
is.
about our generation? Like right now, are we like being affected by it, or is it like the generation that's coming up after us?
I think it's more for the generation next to us, like up that is coming after us, because they have been growing up. Like in my case, for example, I've grown up without a phone,
Yeah,
without a laptop. I just had one computer in my house, and it was like whenever I want to use it, I have to wait till my parents finish using
yeah,
them. So now the accessibility that people, children, have to all of these devices, like this, and of course, this affects gonna affect you in a way that first of all, you are not controlling what you're watching.
Yeah,
Like those kids are not controlling the content that they are watching. They are gonna get, I don't know, they can look into bad people. They can be consuming the wrong uh, content. There's a lot of things they don't have. Also, the self control to manage how much time you're spending on those apps. You know,
yeah.
so
Because I feel like nowadays, like parents, like they just when as soon as a kid is born, they just hand them like a
yeah,
phone, and then that's as early as like a couple months old. Kids are just scrolling on
yeah,
Coco Melon, YouTube
yeah,
Kids, and it's
exactly.
so brain rot. And also, by the way, like I know I'm like on my phone, but I'm just writing down notes. By the way, chat, like I'm not like this is not audio is low. My bad. It up a little bit. But by the way, I'm writing down notes. I'm not like this, is not like disrespect or
Yeah,
anything.
it's yeah,
I know
I
it looks really bad because like it looks like I'm disengaged, but I'm just writing down notes because that,
yeah,
which I think was kind of like I know it was one of the requirements,
yeah.
but I think it was kind of dumb because like when you because the project was supposed to have a conversation, right?
Conversation
But I
exactly
feel like it's hard to have a conversation when you're
with your
writing notes
typing.
because you're
Yeah.
disengaging.
So what I did with David was I had the conversation first, like I was interacting with him.
Yeah,
We were listening. A lot of parties were listening,
yeah,
and then I had like a little break so he can use his phone, and I started writing down what I remember from that conversation.
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, it
you
worked for me.
that works. I think I might just do that because it feels really weird
Yeah,
for me
it's
to
weird.
type when you're talking. Like that feels. I don't even though you know like the context,
Yeah,
it feels disrespectful.
exactly. Not just disrespectful, is that you're disconnecting
Yeah,
like
like
from the
I'm
conversation.
focusing, but like I'm just writing down
Yeah,
everything.
you're focusing on what I'm saying, but
It
like
feels
you
like
are not thinking your own ideas while
yeah, I'm not able to come up with the next follow up question.
exactly.
So I think I'm just gonna do that after. But yeah,
And you can have you have the recording, so you can use it
but
then.
that's all he told us not to do that.
Oh
Told
yeah.
us to yeah have it while we're uh while we're like doing the interview. I think I'll just after each question I'll do it. So yeah, based on that question, like the last question, about how these like kids are just born into it, right? Do you think those kids are gonna have like a way harder time like navigating like basic stuff in life? Because I feel like in my generation, like I did not grow up with the phone, especially since I didn't grow up in like Canada.
Hmm.
I feel like if you live in Canada, it's a little bit more accessible. But
Yeah.
since I grew up in India, right? I think technology wasn't that advanced back then. The only thing we had was like the box TV. That's the only. And then my dad used to have like he had like the flip phone and stuff, but that like he can't do much on there. I played Snake
Yeah,
on
of
there,
course.
and then we had the what is it called? What is those TVs called again? Chat. What's your opinion on Dark Souls 2? We're not gonna talk about any of that. Oh, okay. But do you know what those the TV boxes are called? Like the old big chunky
Just
box.
the boxes TVs.
Yeah, so that's the only thing we had, and the only thing you were able to watch was whatever's on TV.
Yeah.
You can't choose what you want to watch, and there's also a time limit because cartoons only run for a certain amount of time,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you're done. And also, like so, when I was growing up, I spent more time outside. But I feel like generation now, they're spending more time on their phone, and kids are getting phones at younger ages. I got my. When did you get your phone? Like your own personal phone?
I think it was 16, 15.
Like what grade was that?
Like for me was
That was loud.
almost last year secondary school. So high school.
So like grade 10?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, I got my first phone at grade 10 as well. And the only reason I got my phone was because I had to take the bus.
Yeah,
That's the only reason.
just
If
for
I didn't have to take the
communication.
bus, yeah,
Exactly.
because I took the public bus. It was not the school bus. When I was on the school bus and stuff, like no phone, nothing, nothing. But then when I started taking the public bus and like, my parents need to check in like where I'm at. So then I
Yeah,
started. Then they bought me a phone. Even then, it was like a really old phone, and I didn't have data. It was only
yeah.
like only for calling and texting. That's it.
So that's something I also remember. I've heard something about it in one of our classes assignments. That we now are not using these elements, like these social media elements, these technological elements like phones, laptops, and stuff, for what they were supposed to be created, for
Yeah.
communication. You know, I mean, you can get distracted with them, but do it like in a way that it's gonna feed you. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe
Now there's no benefit to it now. It's
exactly.
before you were mainly communicating, like you're sharing ideas with a person and you gain ideas from them.
Yeah,
But now you're just consuming content.
and you're not doing absolutely nothing
Yeah.
with it. So,
You,
for example, I thought about uh, there's a difference from now that you, for example, just open your phone, go to TikTok, to go to Instagram, spend 1 hour, 2 hours in there, and then just do whatever you have to do. All right. So that is your distraction.
yeah.
But back in the times, you open your phone, or
Well, back in the time we didn't have
you
phones.
I mean,
Wait,
when
that makes me sound really old.
no, yeah, yeah, but I mean, like,
Back in my
at
day.
the beginnings of phones and stuff, like, you use it only to talk to someone,
Yeah.
strengthen some kind of relationship that you can't easily access physically,
Yeah.
So that's what is happening. Like, you may have like this way to converse with people, all the stuff. Yeah, of course, it was made for it. If it weren't there, like that would be like the breakup point in which we are completely disconnecting the creation of it with what it was made it for. You got that? Like,
I
that
feel
would
like
be that wouldn't be just
yeah.
like that.
I feel like back then, like we didn't have all these apps, right? So back then, like someone would like go on their phone to do one task,
Yeah,
and they would do it. But now,
exactly.
let's say you had to do a task. Like, your task was, you had to check. Let's simple. Let's do it really simple. Check the time.
Yeah,
Most people, even me, like I've done this so many times. I go to check the time. I see a notification. It's like
and you
a
get
TikTok
distracted.
or Instagram notification. I click on it. I text that person back, and then while I'm in the app, I
Yeah,
scroll a couple reels, and then I put my phone back in my pocket, and I don't know what time it is
yeah,
because I didn't check the time.
it
So
happens
I pull
more
my
than
phone out to
should.
check the time.
Yeah,
See like how like easy it is to like go down the rabbit hole, and once you go down that rabbit hole, it's hard to like get
get
out
out. Yeah. So
because
there's also this.
there's no like yeah wait go ahead.
No, there's also this thing that with anything we do, that it's we get used to. We get used to things in order to make our life simpler,
Yeah,
easier. So one of the ways that people use to avoid feelings and avoid stuff, going through the phone. So naturally, whenever you grab your phone, the first thing that you're going to see is not what you had in mind to do with your phone. It's just doing automatically the action of grabbing your phone, looking like whatever notification you have, and get distracted. Like,
yeah,
it's the first thing you're gonna do while using your phone.
and also like I feel like you get distracted easily by this, but also it's hard to get distracted by something else while you're on this.
Yeah,
So what do you think are some ways that like these like companies like these short form media companies do to keep you hooked in, keep you like locked in and getting distracted by something else? Because it's rare for you to be watching TikTok and then get distracted by something else. But it's easy for you to be doing something and get
get
distracted by
distracted.
TikTok.
Yeah, so it's the algorithm.
Algorithm,
It's
yeah.
only the algorithm, like the way in which they show you the content that you want to see, that you feel like that need of consuming. You know, like you're not gonna see it anywhere else beside of your phone. You're not gonna see it while studying. You're not gonna see it while, I don't know, doing your chores and stuff. You
Yeah.
just get distracted by it because it's what you actually enjoy doing. Like, enjoy. It's addictive.
Like because there's a lot of short form media nowadays. Like what do you think are the most popular right now? Like if you had to give like a list, like a top five.
Well,
Well,
gossip content.
before that, like let me ask you like which ones you use personally.
All right, so like way like social medias,
like short form
short
content.
forms. So I use TikTok.
TikTok.
I
Is
use.
that your most used for short form?
I think
Like, what's
it's
your primary? Because there's like a little bit of a war. I don't know if you heard. Like, there's like a little bit of like a
between all of them.
between Instagram Reel users,
Yeah.
YouTube
And
Shorts, and TikTok.
yeah.
I feel like TikTok users have like they feel like they're like the OGs. Instagram Reels users feel like a bit of superiority,
Yeah.
and then YouTube Shorts feel like they're like the lower caste. Like
Yeah.
they're the rejected people. Like there's a little bit of like
So
a hierarchy. But what is your most used?
it's funny because I actually use
All of them equally?
all of them.
Because I do too.
I use exactly those three.
Because
I don't use
all three of the algorithms are very different,
yeah.
and I get different content. So,
I don't use Snapchat Spotlight.
oh, that's garbage. I don't use
I
that.
hate it. It's just gossip and gossip and gossip. I don't want to see that.
You use the Twitter one, Twitter version.
Is it off?
Yeah, if you click on a video,
I have no
it
idea.
keeps scrolling.
I have no idea it off.
Yeah. There's
I'm
also
not
what else?
much of
Reddit
a.
has one. Reddit.
Oh yeah, Reddit has one, but I don't think I use.
I don't use
I
that
mean,
either.
I use Reddit just for specific things. Like
Yeah.
I have to search for some information. I look for it.
Even what is it called? Wait, did they book?
You don't know.
Huh?
For what?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wrap up. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Someone else.
all right.
Okay.
Are you real?
I had no idea. Uh, damn it. I thought it was like 2 hours. I thought it was like 2 hours since when okay. Yeah, I'll be right.
You want me to help you with any?
Um, Put it on this side. Okay. All right.
Where do you get a tripod? On Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Or
I think less than good price.
that's the one that you use for the streams?
Yeah.
Your phone?
Oh yeah, I use my phone for streams. That good angle?
I think
Angle
it's
a little better.
right.
It's okay.
Because
Do you know the library podcast? I think did you tell me about that?
yeah, I told you about that one.
This kind of like the background kind of looks like that. All right,
Oh, yeah?
chat. Can you guys hear? We're back. Yeah. So we got apparently the bookings are like a little weird. It says 2 hours on there, but then like when we booked it, right? Um, I think you can only book for 30 minutes at a time, so you had to book like four different time slots in one booking, something like that. I don't know exactly. This is my first time booking a room. Never done this before, but yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Uh,
It's look matter mustard.
huh?
Still there? Can you see it?
Yo, Slugmaster, are you still there?
You see who
First
is?
time chatter. Slugmaster, are you there? I
Do
mean,
they have to answer or can you check it?
what do you mean?
Like, can you see who is?
Watching? I
Yeah.
don't think so. No.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. I mean, you can answer the question. We can. I guess if you want. But what was the question again?
Your last question was about
Yo, chat. What was the last question?
sometime.
That was. Oh wait. Did hello? Okay, that's a different person. Yo, chat. What was the last question that I just did? Ranking the platforms. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Thank you,
yeah.
chat. All right. So yeah. In terms of ranking platforms that you most use, what would it be? You said it was all equal, but like um
I have to check it though.
check your
It's
time.
probably Instagram.
I feel like it's Instagram as well because like TikTok, I only go on TikTok to watch TikTok. YouTube, I only go there to watch content. Twitter, same thing, everything.
All
The
right.
only app I go on for multiple reasons is Instagram. I go on Instagram to check news. I go on Instagram to check messages, to check stories. I post a lot on Instagram, like
Yeah.
stories and everything. So whenever I do each of these things, I end up going on Reels
All right. So
because. So yeah,
no,
yeah, cool.
sorry. So
Yeah,
I got TikTok as my well, at least from yesterday.
yeah.
Well, today, sorry. Yesterday was a Instagram with 3 hours and TikTok with 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour on TikTok. That's not bad.
I think 3 hours on Instagram daily is what it's consuming me the most. 3 hours daily. Yes,
3 hours.
I think the reels are the one that I'm using.
Nobody's come here yet. Okay, so this is like an empty room. We didn't book this, but
I
like
gotta
no
be
one's
here.
yeah, no one's here. And it says if you're late, you're not guaranteed a room. So, I mean, whatever. I thought we'd get 2 hours in the other room. So, okay. My seminar today was on this topic. Actually, dang. Okay, somebody in chat like they had a topic about this in
Oh
their
yeah. Well, that's
seminar.
cool. That's
What did you learn
such a
about?
coincidence.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So next question. In terms of the like out of these platforms, what do you think is the most like what do you think is the biggest? Let me ask you that first.
The biggest. I mean, half right now
Because it's always it's changing, but like
it's changing.
but
Right
for a
now,
long time it's been TikTok.
yeah, because it was the beginning of everything. Like this short-term
I mean,
content.
yeah, because I mean, is it Vine? No, no, musically it became TikTok, not Wine. So technically,
Yeah,
Wine
yeah.
Wine was the
It
beginning.
was
Uh,
Vine. Vine is the beginning.
but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Wine is the same people like TikTok is.
No, it's musically. No, yeah,
I'm not sure if
musically. The
musically and Wine are the same people though. They might be the same. I'm not sure. Somebody go fact check that because I'm pretty sure there's a company called ByteDance. I'm not sure if they're the ones who came up with musically. I'm
I
not
don't know.
100% sure.
I don't know about that one. Either.
Um, I I'm not okay, that's his oh damn, 8 hours and 55 minutes on TikTok is crazy. 8 hours? That's pretty bad, isn't it?
That isn't healthy at all. Like per
That's
day.
Yeah, per
You're
days.
you're having so you're using 8. Well, almost 9 hours, 1 hour and 44 minutes on Instagram,
Per
25 on
day is
YouTube.
crazy. Wait, let me
It's
check
like
mine actually.
you're spending 10, 11 hours on,
And this guy's in university too, so like, I don't know.
unless you have it on your background as background noise, and it's just, the
Yeah.
automatic scroll.
There's an automatic scroll now?
There
That's
was.
really bad. That's even
That
worse.
is bad. I mean, I know
So you're
there
not like
was. I don't think
consciously doing it. You can just leave it on.
I don't think it is. I haven't seen it on my iPhone, but when I have Android,
Yeah.
I I have this like
Automatic scroll?
automatic scrolls, and
That's
whenever I
really
was
bad.
washing dishes and doing some stuff that I needed to use both of my hands, was just going, 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 and going.
Wait. I want to actually talk about that. Like, what do you think about like people using these? Because short form content is probably well. I feel like long form is the easiest to have in the background, but nowadays people have short form content while doing stuff. So, like, for example, like you said, washing dishes, you just have short form content playing. What do you think about that? Like having it in the background.
So
What's the difference? Like, what do you think is the differences between having a long form video in the background? Let's say you're doing a task, it should take
it's
like
that.
20 minutes, and you put out like a 20-minute long video,
Yeah, the
long form.
difference is that having, for example, that 20 minute video long.
Yeah,
So that is gonna take you 20 minutes to be fully concentrated on what you're doing, to do what you are doing, but with something in the background, you
yeah.
know. But if you're eating, if you're, I don't know, doing anything else with 15 seconds videos, 20-second videos, as much, well, one might be like top time, 1 minute, like you're not focusing at all on what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
you are just doing stuff, and you may not even doing it as you should, you know?
Well, what's the craziest thing like you've done while having TikTok in the background? Because I saw something just actually yesterday. What was it? Was Sunday yesterday? No, Sunday or Saturday? Uh, no, Friday. I think it was Friday. I saw one of the craziest things I've seen so far in terms of this.
Like, well,
Guess, try to guess. It was on the road, by the way.
driving.
Somebody had this the mounts that you put like for
Yeah,
maps.
yeah,
Somebody had that right next to like right in their steering wheel, and they were watching TikTok while driving on the main road and the highway.
on the highway, yeah.
That's really bad.
I mean, it is.
That's a state that we're at right now. Like people are like risking their life to watch this.
Yeah,
It's not even like a not even as a joke. Like they're actually not just their life, other people's lives as
other
well.
people like, exactly.
Because that's super distracting. That's
It
really
is.
bad. And like texting and driving, that's one thing.
By
But
consuming
con-
TikTok while driving, it, that is something that
imagine you
actually
see an
it's
ad.
addictive to you.
Imagine there's a red light and you see an ad. You go to swipe on the ad, and you miss the red light.
That's funny.
Because I've seen people like in the U.S. and stuff. I think it was a little bit more common, but I've seen a lot of people in the U.S. texting and driving and like going on their phone while driving. It's not that common here. But this is like the other day in Etobicoke as well. Like Etobicoke, not that far from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at nighttime as well. So lower visibility. It's even more dangerous. And this guy just had TikTok all right in front of him. Like I think he was even looking towards his phone rather than the road. Like that's like that's
That
also
is
that's
sick.
yeah, chat like that's illegal. That is illegal. It's not. It should be illegal. It is illegal. Going on your
It,
phone while driving is
that is
super
sick.
illegal.
That
But
is
like, what do you think of that? Like having the need to have this always on, even if it's in the background, or even if you're doing the simplest task. Because like okay, before that,
that is the
yeah,
the
continue.
dopamine that you receive from consuming all of it. It's like drug using drugs.
Yeah,
All right,
for
it's
sure.
like smoking, it's like drinking, it's like using cocaine, using weed, whatever you want. It's gonna give you that dopamine that you are not generating. So
But this is even worse because
this is even
that you
worse.
gotta go out there and get it. You gotta spend
Exactly.
money. You gotta find it. If it's an illegal substance, it's gonna be
But
even harder.
this
But
one is
this is
like
like
the,
free.
the this is social media, and this way to consume it. Like for me, the worst drug, legal drug that we have right now.
for sure.
Not even alcohol, not even weed. It's this way, these shorts, TikToks, YouTube reels, like all of that is the worst drug that we have right now.
Because I mean, yeah, you can even though it's hard to classify it as a drug, it actually kind of is now,
It
because the
is.
effects like it has on people is like as dangerous as like pretty hard drugs.
It's sick. Yeah.
It's yeah, and I feel like even with like I feel like this is probably worse than drugs.
So what?
I feel like this is kind of worse than drugs.
Yeah, it is. It is worth it. I mean, like there is nothing over drugs. Like drugs
Yeah,
is the
you
uh,
almost said drugs.
so yeah. No, so it's the like the baddest of all.
Yeah,
But
like
it's like
hardcore stuff.
yeah, but inside those drugs there is ocean, yeah.
Yeah.
And there is like in the layers might be or in the back back.
Okay, another question I had about this topic was in terms of like doing stuff in the background. Do you feel like you need this in the background at any point? Like, do you
I
ever
am an
use this?
I'm an iPad kid.
You're not
Like
back yet.
whenever I'm eating, whenever I'm doing something, I have to have like something to get distracted with. I know that it's bad because I actually don't focus on what I'm eating
Yeah,
and how many bites I'm getting. You know how many times I'm chewing the food and all stuff. So that is bad, first of all,
it's
because
really bad. Yeah,
yeah, because I might be
I'm
chewing
the same actually.
two or
Like,
three times and then I'm just following it. So it's
do you
all the food.
yeah, do you consume more like short form while you're doing all that, or do you do long
No,
form?
I do long form.
Yeah, same. I feel like long form, even if it is like there's not as much brain rot on long form. There's a lot more like informational stuff. There's a lot. Okay,
Probably there is.
it's hard to say, but like
There is.
there is,
There is very
but
lot.
there's a lot more good content
Yeah, no, there is.
on long
Or
form.
yeah,
There's but the good content on short form is very minuscule. It's hard to find almost. Like for example, like when I'm eating, I usually like to have long form videos playing,
yeah,
and it's usually something like interesting. But like if I'm like walking, if I'm waiting for something, it's short form.
yes, sure, form.
I'm scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah,
Like even though it's really bad. But have you ever tried like a social media detox?
yeah. I usually do it.
Do
Like,
you do often? Like
uh, maybe like every 3 months, I get off of every kind of social
for how
media
long?
until I feel like you know what I at this point I can go back and the first week I'm not gonna be like addicted as I used to.
So how long is like an average detox like?
An average detox might be 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it's a lot
So wait, is that like without all social media?
without all social media. I might just have WhatsApp
Yeah,
just for
I wouldn't
communication.
consider WhatsApp as social
It
media.
is because you can also get distracted. There is a stories on WhatsApp.
Oh, but no, does anyone use that? I've never used that.
I've seen people use it. I've never used it too because I find it cringe.
Yeah.
But
Because okay, the only people I talk to on WhatsApp are like older people. Like
oh
nobody
yeah,
might.
they don't
Because I
usually
feel
use
like
it.
everybody our generation, our main form of contact
It's
is Instagram
Instagram. Yeah,
DMs. Instagram DMs, or some people like if you're like a gamer or whatever, it would be
to
Discord.
Discord. Yeah, so
But like for majority of us, like on average, it's Instagram DMs. Nobody really uses WhatsApp like that. I know people overseas tend to use WhatsApp more. Like over in North America, WhatsApp isn't that popular. It's more like
no, it isn't.
if you want to talk, it's usually Instagram DM or
Or the
messages.
message. Yeah,
Not Messenger. That's
I
nobody
message.
uses Messenger.
Nobody uses it.
iMessage.
I message
Uh,
from the iPhone.
so
Yeah,
it's rare to see like WhatsApp amongst like our generation. I know the older people still use WhatsApp, but overseas WhatsApp is like the main
the main.
form.
Yeah, for example, for us, it's just we use, for example, the iMessage. People don't
Yeah,
usually use it in my country because there's where we receive all the spam from
yeah,
the company, from this, from that, like,
exactly.
and we have to be erasing them. We just not ignore it.
That's actually really true because I stopped like you. I don't use iMessage as much anymore because of that.
You all
Like
you get is like
spam.
spam messages, and I don't want to be reading all of
'Cause
them.
I don't. Do you even check? Do you even
No,
open your?
I just read
I
it.
can open my thing right now, and like I probably have like 25 like notifications on there. I know on my actual phone I have like I checked the last time I checked I had like almost like 50 notifications on my messages,
Yeah,
and I have like two on this, but like I don't use it anymore because of all the spam.
yeah,
Even like not just like spams, but like the other like what is it called? Like whenever you have to confirm something, you get those messages like the codes, OTP or whatever.
yeah,
So like that it's like a trash bin at this point.
yeah.
The always main form of communication is always Instagram DM now. But
And
that's also a way to get distracted because that's where Reels is. Instagram Reels.
Instagram Reels, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. I guess another question I had on like Instagram like no not Instagram but like out of all of these like social media like
platforms.
short form platforms in specific, um what do you think is like the worst type of content that you usually see on this?
The word type of
The worst
content.
type of content, like, and I want to get two answers. One, like the worst type of content that like you know of that's on this platform, and the worst type of content that you like actually consume, like that you know is bad but you still like watch, because I know there's a lot that
I
for
mean,
me.
the words that I consume is brain rot. Like
Brain,
actually brain
like
rot.
you wanna like define brain rot, like explain brain rot.
Brain rot. Like uh, mm, no, I mean kind of consume a lot of bad content, like stupid jokes, stuff like that. Um,
I guess I mean if you were to ask me, I would say brain rot is just really just stupid stuff, really stupid. Like it's not, it's funny
like
because it's just random.
have you seen the nugget stuff? Yeah,
Gida
that
gidi gida gida go.
exactly that shit. That's why. Well, I don't usually see it, but that is what I've been popping on my
Feed.
feed and what I consume for a time. You know, so yeah,
See, that was really bad. I hate that.
I
Cause
love it. I just can't take it out of my
what's your
head.
favorite brain rot meme, by the way? Like of all time, not just
I
currently, but like
forgot
all time.
one.
That one,
Yeah,
gida gidi. I feel like mine is probably what is it? The I like, you know, the El Gato, El Cato, like the cat
the
meme.
cat. Yeah, yeah,
That one's funny, and then because they Photoshop the cat with like different
yeah,
things. There's also another one. It's hard for me to think of one because like this stuff like comes in so quick. Like you see one brain rot meme, it's popping for 2 days, and then it's the next one.
yeah.
Like,
So
what do you think of that? Like, just the fact that like it just keeps changing, hard to keep up.
I mean, it's like everything. Like if you, if the people who create this content keep posting and keep doing the same stuff over and over and over and over, people are gonna get bored.
Yeah.
Like they have to improve that content in order to keep getting to get more people to engage with it, you know? So of course it's gonna be hard for the people who already consume it because oh man, I watched this, I like this, I want to consume more of it. I enter to the account, oh they don't have more of this because they are doing this now and they are doing this now and they are doing this now and well, I'm not getting what I want.
Like usually these like memes are like a collaborative project, kind of like, 'cause it's not just, you're not just consuming from one person.
Yeah,
It's everybody on TikTok making the all these
the
memes,
same, yeah,
same memes, and then it's only for like a couple of days, and then it's a new thing.
yeah,
It's changing so fast.
it is.
Like, okay, what do you think is like? Who do you think are the primary like audience that watches this?
It.
Kids?
Yeah.
Like what age group do you think?
It's different because
Is it
I
only kids, or like do you think kids is just the majority?
no the kids is a majority. Like the
Like 80-90%?
yeah around that.
I don't. But like nowadays, like even Facebook has
Yeah.
their own one now. So like, even like older people are like our parents are watching reels now. I know my parents watch reels now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Facebook
Even
one.
Brain Rot has no age limit.
No, it doesn't.
There's a lot of well, so in terms of primary audience, you would say is majority like little, like would you say little
Well,
kids? Like how what do you think is like an average age range?
it is different for me because I come from another culture,
Yeah,
like different people there than used to, unless you have the economical situation to give your kid his own phone.
yeah.
Like people don't usually buy phones to
That's
their
actually a
kids.
really good point because I didn't even think of that perspective.
Yeah,
Because obviously here, like
yeah,
kids just have phones at a very
exactly.
young age. But that so do you think the kids there, even though they're not as I
No,
guess not privileged, but because of that like drawback, do you think they're gonna be smarter and like more advanced than kids
it's because
here
it
who
got
are just being forced into like who's being exposed to this content?
the youngest you are, and like how do I say this? The youngest age people consume this kind of content and this way to share this content, like this short term
Sure from yeah.
yeah, short form, it's gonna be more difficult while they are growing up to concentrate, to formulate ideas, because
Yeah, to make your own like come up with your own ideas,
exactly,
yeah.
because your brain is already
Rotten.
exactly it.
Okay, so based on that, I've seen a lot of like read a lot of articles about like are you familiar with Cocomelon?
Yeah, come on,
They they don't make short form content, but they make really bad brain rot. So I saw a lot of articles where kids who grow up watching Cocomelon are they get like developmental issues and stuff. So they're not like a lot of these kids are like nonverbal, like they're not like able to talk and they're not able to think for themselves and it's getting really bad so like and these are like there's so many parents that are like complaining about this and stuff now like people are trying to get off Cocomelon and they and then they also found that as soon as like they stopped letting the kid watch Cocomelon after a while they started like being able to talk again like actually started like learning how to speak and all that so like it's actually having real effects on these kids. And now that's just Cocomelon, which is supposed to be educational and all that. Now imagine how bad it is for a group that's not that much older. Um, like like 10 to 15. Actually, no, even younger than that. Like 5, 6, 7, 5 to like 10 years old. This group watching even worse content, even more brain rot at a short form level where it's super accessible.
Hmm.
What do you think of that? Like now the kids have built-in ADHD now. Before like ADHD was like rare. Like now like these kids like they're not able to focus at school. Like it's so hard.
Yeah, so funny because in my case I was diagnosed with ADHD at 9. So back in that time
Yeah.
I wasn't using even
But
laptops.
even with you're diagnosed with ADHD,
Yeah.
but I feel like you probably have less ADHD than these kids that are
No, of course.
always on
I
social
mean,
media. Like I feel like
I
everybody in that generation is gonna have ADHD,
yeah, I
like
had
built in.
points in which my ADHD was like not noticeable.
Yeah.
Like you can say that I had.
I'm not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I have ADHD as well.
It's not hard to.
I feel
Well,
like,
no,
but ours is not as bad. It's
it.
like,
I mean, I learned how to control it with well, not drugs, but with pills and stuff like that. I ended up controlling it, but there's also this thing that we are developing a new way to process things due to the social due to this format of short-term videos. Like we are incapable to focus on one thing. I mean, you to your chat. So this guy who had 8 hours on TikTok,
yeah.
you show him a video of
Wait, I'm gonna actually over here. So it's really dark. Sorry, I
uh,
guess continue.
so you can show him like this video of someone, I don't know, some YouTube, what
On
was
like
it called again?
YouTube
YouTube,
Shorts,
no,
YouTube what?
essay.
Yeah, video essay.
Yeah, video essay.
Yeah,
Like they are gonna get bored of it, like
pretty fast.
not even just reading the title of it, because it is what it is. Like you are watching what you are going to consume. You see, like
Yeah,
you are going to
my bad, guys.
you're gonna know what you're going to consume, and that is just not that excitement of, oh yeah, I don't know what the next video is gonna be about,
Yeah,
so I just scroll, you know. No, I'm I've chosen this video.
because you're
Someone plays
interested
on
in the
this
topic.
video that be, yeah, exactly. So that is one thing that, yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
It is.
Okay, so what do you? Okay, another question, follow up question on that. Now we talked about like the main audience that is consuming this content. What do you think is the main audience that's creating this content?
TikTok my caffeine.
Okay, what do you think is the main people that are like creating this content, and what is like your message to the people that's creating this content? And what would you have to say to the people that create the content,
I have nothing to say because
or what can they do better
I mean,
to like I guess
it's
clean up society?
the
What can
thing
they
with
do?
that is that I am not someone who can complain about it. You know,
Yeah,
content is content in every way, every form, any kind of way you want to show it to people. It is gonna be content. So if they want to do it, they can do it. They can keep doing it. If they find it funny, if it gives them money, that's cool. But the thing is,
but don't you think it's like dangerous though, like this power that they have? Because like they can affect
but
real people,
but
not just real people on an individual scale, but like people as like
yeah, but taking
society.
that away from them,
Not I'm not just saying taking away, but like what like what would you say to them that like there that you can minimize the negative effects? Because I mean,
I just think that they are not the problem.
so who do what do you think is like the root cause then?
The fact that people now it's so up to getting to this information, like all of this brain rot stuff and all, it wouldn't be happening if people control their children phone
Yep.
use. Why would you buy a kid a phone? Like, yeah, he can
I saw like a
communicate.
little like a I don't even know how old they were, but like probably like 10 with like an iPhone, like a big the Pro Max iPhone. I'm like, what? Uh,
Yeah,
I
it
can't even
doesn't
afford
even
that.
he can't even
um,
handle it. But
yeah.
it doesn't even
And
fit in his
iPads as well,
mind.
like the big iPads.
Yeah,
It's like nowadays parents don't want to parent their kids.
that's
They just
exactly what I said.
give them
That
the phone. Either they
exactly,
give them their own phone or buy them a phone, which is crazy.
exactly.
Giving your phone to their kids is like one thing, but buying like a phone to a kid is crazy.
Yeah, it is
Unrestricted access to the internet, like as a kid, is insane.
insane. It is
Because
insane.
there's a lot of dangerous stuff. And there's a lot of very dangerous stuff I've seen on short form, especially. Like I've seen like I didn't see it myself, but I saw articles where like short form content was promoting or not promoting, but like they were advertising like drugs and stuff.
Mm,
For and who's watching this content? Who's getting these advertisements?
the kids.
Kids, yeah. So like and also like well do you know what corn means?
Porn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not like the food.
yeah, yeah.
But like there's a lot of very like um I don't know if I like good bad, but like there's a lot of like sexual content
It is.
on these platforms nowadays. And who's watching all
And
this?
also with all this OnlyFans stuff that
Yeah.
people be promoting it everywhere carelessly. So
Yeah, OnlyFans especially, that's insanely how
there's
because the main advertisement for OnlyFans is TikTok, Instagram Reels, short
exactly.
form.
So there's also meme page, and that happened to me. That I followed meme pages from a long time ago. And now when I get to my Finsta, well, because I usually use my
Yeah.
Finsta to check this uh content, the meme content. I see like they have collaborations and stuff with OF models,
Yeah.
and I was like,
They sell out really fast.
I don't want to see this. This is not the content that I signed up for. I actually started following you in order to have a laugh and watching your stupid memes, and that's it. Not watching someone else getting
Take their
naked.
booty.
Yeah, exactly. So I find it ridiculous. That's
Like
yes.
yeah, and especially since like all of this is like they know who their target audience is. and they
They
still,
actually have this
yeah,
insight,
they have the
insight.
info, even if
Yeah,
they didn't, based on their content, because a lot of their content is targeted towards
childish.
kids,
It's childish.
childish. Because I
Exactly.
seen like like Skibbity Toilet, for example.
Oh, the
Skibbity Toilet
skibidi
memes.
toy. I
I hate
completely
that.
forget that. I don't even know what's that. I know. I
It's a
knew.
brain rot.
Yeah, I know it's brain rot, but
Like,
I don't even know like what physically
funny
that.
about that, right?
Yeah,
Cause
I don't get it.
literally, because like there's kids at my church, right? And like they hear the word skibbity toilet, they they just like it's like
Go
a switch.
crazy.
It's like they're like sleeper agents or something.
Yeah.
You say the code word and they just flip. I think my brother or something said it, and then like a bunch of the kids just like started yelling skibbity dop 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 dop.
I don't understand.
Like what is going on? Like what just happened? And it's because all of these kids are just on YouTube Shorts, just watching all of this really bad stuff. And who's being promoted on all these meme pages? Again, like of models and
Of
stuff. I
models.
know. Have you heard of this? There's one incident that happened recently. Do you know Sophie Rain? It's like an OF creator, and apparently I'm not sure the specifics, so don't quote me on this. But apparently, like she, because she like promotes her stuff on like these like pages, right? With short form and all that. And apparently she gives out free samples, I guess, through DMs. And like she sent like some crazy stuff to like a 15-year-old. And I'm pretty
Oh,
sure like most of the people that are subscribing to these models are very young kids. Because I can't even imagine like actually mature adults.
a grown ass
Yeah,
man subscribing for that.
yeah. And also all of these like models and stuff are like super like young, and they promote, even though it's illegal, they're still like promoting it to kids. Even their content is like geared towards kids. Like all of their like Instagram content, there it's literally geared towards kids. They have all these flashy pop-ups. They do like these, because I've seen like these videos pop up all the time. You can't, like, it's easy for you to tell they're an off model if you're like, if you know, but like most of these kids probably don't know. And
Mm.
most of their content is like challenges and like giving away Lamborghinis and stuff like that, or something like kids would enjoy, like these Mr. Beast content.
Yeah.
They just replicate that into short form with like flashy titles, flashy all of this, and then they promote their like corn,
Oh yeah,
basically.
I've seen
Yeah,
this girl. Like I don't know if it's the one you're talking about, but she used to like approach to people and tell them, this for Mr. Gift, and she gave away like the
iPhones and
like
stuff.
Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and all this stuff. And I was like,
Oh, it seems really
at
nice.
the end of the video, she said, "No, people ask her, and how do you afford pay this?" And she's approached to him, and then he have like
Yeah,
you
I've
don't
seen
hear
those.
anything, but you
You
imagine,
can, you can
like,
tell.
and then
You check the link.
in the hashtags, no, not even in the links, in the hashtags, it says OF content creator.
Yeah,
So okay, you are a OF content
and
creator.
all of those videos are fake, by the way. They're not giving away
Of course
anything.
they aren't. Well, they might be. I don't know.
It's rare.
Because
Majority of them
yeah,
are, because I like, and there's other ones where like similar ones where like they approach people and then they ask them like just dumb questions like is it this color or something, like I don't know if you've seen those. There's one specific one that people are really mad at. She like uses her little brother for content.
oh,
Like
yeah, I don't know
she used to be part of like one of the Mr. Beast videos and stuff, and that's how she got popular. And like she started off as like a meme or whatever, and then she capitalized on that and started doing
that.
this content, and then she started using her brother in the videos to promote it, and that's really bad. Like, and her brother is like pretty young too.
It's okay.
That's pretty messed up. And
It
all of this
is.
is like all of this bad stuff we see, like as adults we see them and like, oh, it's like it's whatever, but then when you realize all of this is being watched by literally kids, that's really like pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So what do you think is like something like so who do you think is to blame here? Is it like the platforms that's facilitating? Is it the consumers? Is it the creators? Like, well, what can you do to like fix this?
Well, I have this idea of freedom.
Yeah,
Like you are
I feel like,
free.
yeah, I agree with like, oh yeah, continue. I'll
Sorry,
add later.
that you're free to choose what you want to consume, and you want to of whatever you want to share. So with this idea, people can share whatever they want. They can create they can be OnlyFans. They can be brain rot creators. It can be, I don't know, even war,
Yeah.
like anything, whatever you want, they can create it. But it's on one on someone themselves to decide whether they are choosing to consume that or just avoid it.
Yeah. I
Like,
feel like, but that's really good for like like mature people. But what about for like younger people, like like kids that are not as mature? What do you think? Because like I feel like yeah, they should 100% they should have the freedom to create whatever they want as long as it follows like the rules and regulations or whatever.
but
But I feel like the algorithms need to be changed to where
yeah, but
it's not being shown to people that shouldn't be watching it.
these kids, they don't,
Oh yeah, first of all, they shouldn't be on the apps in the first
yeah,
place.
they don't grow from trees. They have parents,
Yeah,
and these parents are the ones who should be supposed to control that, to teach them that, you know what, this is not gonna help you.
yeah,
Like,
but
oh
that's not being done anymore.
yeah, that's what I say. That's why I say that nowadays parents are like
As
bad.
well, yeah,
Like, it's their fault that the kids are, if their kids have any kind of mental problem, it's not
caused
gonna
by this.
be the fault of the phone or stuff. It's just something that they can get. But
Yeah,
you should teach your own kids that they are able to decide whether they
so
can do it or they shouldn't be doing it.
I guess like a good way to like put it into perspective is you can't really choose what you like end up seeing on these feeds, but you can choose to watch it or not watch it.
Exactly.
So like parents, they need to like they need to first of all monitor what their kids are watching, like make sure like and also they should be present.
Yeah, they should be
That's like the
present.
main issue. They're not present.
Exactly.
They're not paying attention. So and in terms of like in like a more business aspect of it, how do you think the rise of like short form content um has changed
The rest of what?
advertising?
Of what?
Like how do you think the rise of short form content like TikTok, Instagram,
Uh,
all that has changed like advertising? Because before like ads on social media would be like when you're watching a YouTube video, you get like a 30-second unskippable ad. But now ads are more skippable. Like you see an ad, but you can scroll it. But there's more ads that are hidden, I guess. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's
The
more
subliminal ads.
subliminal ads.
Yeah.
Have
So
you encountered any of those?
I mean, I usually do.
Because I mean,
I
for example, like I see a lot of videos where um like it's a you think you see it and it's like a guy doing something, but the whole time at the end you figure out it was an ad the whole time
yeah,
because throughout the video, even though he's doing this one thing, he's using this product or using it doing that
during the
task in
whole
a
video.
way,
Yeah.
but you can't tell until the very end. And sometimes they don't even like let you know it's an ad. So a lot of the times at the end you'll know it's an ad, but a lot of the times it's subliminal. Like you just know you wouldn't know you saw an ad, but you like that's gonna like that product is gonna stick into your mind.
Yeah.
So like what are your thoughts on that? Like have you encountered any of those?
I have encountered. I don't remember them, of
Because
course.
some of the times you wouldn't even know. Like
Yeah. So
but like now that you're thinking about it, do you think you've like
yeah, I've
been
seen a lot.
influenced by this? Have you been?
I don't usually. I'm influenced by stuff I see on the internet. I actually am those kind of rebellious people that whenever you see something, you are the opposite way.
I
So it's
feel like a lot of our generation now, like they see like a cool product they want, they just immediately buy it. And
yeah.
now it's even easier with like TikTok Shop. I don't know. I've never used it because I don't know if we have it here in Canada.
The what?
TikTok Shop. Have you heard of that?
I don't know.
I
They
think it's
have
a
that.
US only thing.
I
So
don't
like
know.
these like creators they can have links within the short form video.
Oh yeah.
So if there's subliminal ad like because there's two types of content on like two like types of videos. There's the ads which are like clearly written as like
Yeah.
sponsored like it usually has a skip button and all that. It's the UI is different. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's the regular videos that's posted by creators. But
Yeah.
a lot of creators, a
They
lot of
post
companies
ads too.
post ads as regular videos.
Exactly.
So now you can put like links or not just links. Before it was links, but now you can put like a box
And you
within
can
the
buy it
video
from there.
where you just click it and you buy it.
Yeah.
So it's like instant. Like before, like short form videos were used as like not what's the word? not funneling kind of thing. You're funneling customers from your views to your business.
Yeah,
But now like that like funnel is like non-existent. It's just
exactly.
viewers,
And
customers, like
yeah,
boom, like just one click. That like how do you think like advertising is changing based on that? What do you think also what do you think is more effective now? Is it short form or like traditional advertising?
I think the short form gonna take over that.
Do you think it's happened already or no? Is it or like what do you think is more prevalent now? Like currently, is it traditional or short form? Like for you, okay,
I think short form, it's already getting over
yeah.
traditional. Because I mean, now you may see like all these billboards stuff, like I don't know,
How
even
many people go outside though to watch these billboards?
exactly. So that's something like the traditional is getting it's behind now. It's
Yeah,
like we are not consuming that. We might see it, but we are not directly consuming it.
we're not
So
being directly influenced by it anymore.
exactly,
Do you think? But do you think traditional advertising, traditional media has a place in this modern world now?
of course,
Do you think
this
it's
is
do
still
you think it's
something.
ever gonna not have a place?
You know that in if we categorize people, there's people who consume new stuff and the vintage.
Yeah,
So in the advertisement field, the people who do the advertisement, they don't see it like just an advertisement.
yeah.
They see it as an art, you know? So
That depends on the company though, but
yeah, yeah, but for example, this becomes advertisement art, which end up being a vintage art.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, so people, it may not be as consumed as it used to be because now it's not the main way to showcase your product, but it is still gonna be something that's gonna be around. Things don't disappear because they have to disappear,
Yeah.
you know. So
Like for you personally, have you ever been like influenced by like a short form video to buy something, like to buy a product?
not many times, maybe once or twice, but I don't think more than three.
Like okay, in terms of influence, what do you think is more influential to you? Short form content or like traditional?
Traditional.
Traditional, you think so?
Yeah, because traditional, I actually feel like I'm watching something
It's more official. Feels
not
more
only official, but more like with feeling. Short content is like, you know what, this is what we are doing. You can buy it if you want to. But traditional is, you know what, this is what we made. We are telling a story through this visual art,
mm,
and well, you can buy it if you would like it. If you like what we have done with this, you can buy it. And that's how I usually get engaged with stuff. Like whenever I see like a big production with behind something, and I see like it is actually something that people took time to create, and it was must for me a
more
masterpiece.
effort.
I'm buying it.
Yeah. I feel like you also like it feels more official for me. Like if I see traditional, like it feels like more legit. I can trust it.
Exactly.
But if
That's
it's
all
short form,
stuff.
like, because there's a lot of short form,
Yeah,
there's a lot of scams, there's a lot of like fake products, stuff like that, like Timu, like
you
you
can
know,
get a scam.
yeah,
Yeah,
like low quality. Like I associate short form like advertisements a bit on like low
with
quality,
scams.
like bad stuff. So yeah, for me personally as well. But I've also um been influenced by it in other ways where like, so do you ever like if you're gonna buy a product, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever look up that product on these platforms before you buy
Oh
it?
no, I never do that.
You never do that?
No, I never do that.
Do you do it after you buy it though?
No,
Because I feel
I
like a lot of people
actually
do
do
that as
it
well.
because there's this excitement on buying new things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
like
let's say it's like a big decision. Like, would you still wouldn't check?
in short term, no.
No,
I usually, for example,
look at articles and stuff.
yeah, when I bought
Yeah,
my laptop, I wanted to see like, oh, I want to know like what am I buying. I'm not gonna see
reviews and
yeah, no, well, I'll see a review, but I'm not watching a 1 minute review, a 15 seconds review. I'm
yeah,
watching like a full video explaining me why are these components still working nowadays, why this laptop is good, why is it cooling off, why it isn't cooling off, like I want a real explanation of what I'm consuming.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna use TikTok, I'm not gonna use Instagram, I'm not
That's good
gonna
for you,
use,
bro. Because
yeah,
I'm not, for me, um, if I'm about to buy something, I usually first look it up on
on
TikTok.
TikTok.
I look up like tips and tricks. I
Okay,
look at,
yeah. So that's a point that you
but
receive experience from other people about the
yeah,
product.
but like I do this before I buy it because I know like you
Right.
probably like look up tips and tricks, but that's different. I'm talking about like before I buy it, like I watch short like tips and tricks videos so I know what you can do with it. I watch like short reviews. I usually
Yeah.
don't watch long reviews until like unless I'm like definitely gonna buy it. But if I'm just like wondering if I should buy it or not, I watch short form like reviews and stuff. Watch a bunch, and then like my feed for the next couple of days would just be all about that one product, and then yeah, and then accessories
Yeah.
to that product. I watch like what other people have done with the like stuff like that. So I go down that rabbit hole usually
Yeah.
before I actually like decide to buy a product. Yeah, I feel like in that way, like a lot of people are like even if they didn't see the advertisement on short form, their decision is still being made by these short form platforms.
Yeah. I mean, it is content that can stay in your mind,
Yeah,
deep, deep in the
subconscious
subconscious. Yeah, it is there. So I don't know. For example, tell me the first word that comes to your mind whenever I say television.
television. Ooh, I would say like TV shows.
TV shows. All right. Tell me a TV show.
Breaking Bad.
All right. So Breaking Bad. So you may have seen, for example, maybe memes. A lot of memes about Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
So
still it's also my favorite show. So.
yeah, that is also an influence. But for example,
But if you were asking me why I watch Breaking Bad, it's probably because of memes.
yeah, exactly,
I,
because
I, I don't know
that's
if that is the reason, but it probably is.
you
Like
consume a lot of it, and it is like in your subconscious, and you relate that happiness of being of finding funny memes with what you want to consume, and you want to feel happy
yeah,
because everybody seeks happiness, and that relation between Breaking Bad memes with happiness is the first thing that's gonna come to your mind, so you are gonna consume them.
like when you said that, I immediately remember this one thing. I like remember like whenever I watch shows that have been out for a long time that there's a lot of memes about. Whenever I'm like I'm watching it for the first time and I see these moments that has been made into memes, and
Yeah,
it's like a
the connection.
like yeah, that moment of like, oh, I know
Oh, I've
this,
seen that
I need
before.
it, I seen this
Yeah.
meme. Like this happened to me when I was watching Dragon Ball,
All right.
and Breaking Bad, and especially I think the one thing when did this happen? Oh, JoJo's. Have you seen JoJo's Bizarre
Yeah.
Adventure? So I watched JoJo's like way after like all like big memes and everything, and then and memes I didn't even know came from JoJo's. I realized after watching JoJo's, like the to be continued meme, the music, like all these different things, and like um stuff I didn't even realize was from JoJo's. Because memes have gone to a point where like it's being disconnected from the original. You know,
Yeah.
it just stands by itself. Sometimes memes have been more popular than the original.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times it happened like
That
that.
that is happening actually a lot. So, for example, in the Spanish culture, the Latin culture, we have more like memes about anime. We have, of course, but more like American stuff.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, Drake and Josh.
I've never seen that.
You never see Drake and
No.
Josh?
I mean, I okay. It would have been funny when I was a kid, but I don't think I can watch it now and find it funny.
It's entertaining.
Huh?
It's entertaining.
No, but do you think as an adult, do you think you'll find it funny?
Yeah, I find it entertaining still.
I don't
I'm
know.
23. Like, I don't know, I also get entertained with a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
so we have a lot of yeah ways to
Yeah,
show.
memes is probably like one of the biggest things about short form content nowadays. Thinking, but it's almost time to wrap up. Do you have any final thoughts about like short form content? What do you think about short form content? Like, what's your opinion on this? And like conclusion for everything that we
So
talked about.
short-term content is something that's gonna be always around, not gonna disappear anytime soon. It still have more time to develop,
Do you think it's
but
gonna fully take over?
huh?
Do you think it's gonna fully take over at one point?
It's probably gonna take over at some.
Yeah.
course. But yeah, because it's being created with information, and the next time that you see the same video, it's gonna be created with more information at the same time, and it's gonna keep growing and growing. But it's one decision to decide whether you want to consume it or not.
Yeah,
You know
it's on you to.
exactly. So you can do a detox. It's actually gonna benefit you. It's gonna make you feel better with yourself because you have auto control.
I've
Self
done a
self
detox
control.
before, and like it's like one of the best things I've ever done. Your
Exactly.
mind just gets super clear and you can think way better. Like I remember like when I like first broke my phone, like I felt like I was way more productive, way more productive.
Exactly.
Now I'm back to being unproductive because I got my second
You have
phone.
way to distract. Yeah.
So even with the second phone at first, because it's like so limiting, like it was good, but then as soon as I started like finding workarounds to like get over those limitations
Yeah.
to do the same things as I did before, like it started. But I feel like it's still better than what it was when I had a working brand new phone. It
Yeah.
was really bad back then, but like it's still pretty bad because you have so much technology and it's so accessible.
It is.
But yeah, I would 100%, even if you're for the people watching as well, 100% recommend a detox. Like even if it's not like 2 weeks like he said, which is crazy. I don't think I could ever do that.
It
Even
is
if it's not,
hard. It is hard to do
yeah.
2 weeks.
What did you do with your phone? Like you just like put it down, put it somewhere, or
That's
you deleted the
that's a,
apps?
that's the thing. It's funny because when after I had the detox, I like stopped using my phone a little bit. Like I was still playing and stuff,
Yeah.
not the whole day, but like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But
But how do you have the control to like not like? Because whenever I
you just
tried
forget about it.
like, but I think you need to go to a certain point to do that, right? Because whenever I do it, like after a couple, like a day maybe max, unless I can like completely get rid of the distraction, like I don't have Wi-Fi if I'm like, so I like usually once a year as a church we go to like up north,
Yeah,
and we don't have Wi-Fi there. That's like a good that's a good detox
yeah.
because I can't control it. I can't, but if I try to do a detox to myself, where I try to delete the apps, usually what happens is after like a day or two I end up downloading it again.
I mean,
But I don't know, like, how do you control that? How do you like make sure you don't go back?
you
That's the hardest
just
thing.
focus on other things. It's
Definitely,
not that you're disappearing that from your life. It's you're replacing it with something that's gonna feed you with information. And it's
yeah. Mm.
gonna be more. It's gonna be better for you. So I was gonna say something about like I forgot about it. Uh, I lost the idea, but it's something like that. Like
Prioritizing.
yeah, this. Oh, I was gonna talk about, for example, cold showers
Oh,
and
that's a really good, yeah.
yeah, and have
Gym,
taken the decision to erase the apps, to delete the apps. It's like
deactivate the accounts and all that.
all that is like you are deciding and you are making your decision to get away from that, and give you the same, no, even more dopamine that consuming them, like consuming the app, but in short term. Like, of course, you can watch Instagram, of course, you can watch TikTok, but
To
all the
control.
dopamine it's gonna get as soon as you open the app. But when you delete the app, the dopamine is you're gonna receive it when you notice, like, oh damn, I'm 1 week without my Instagram account. I'm 1 week without TikTok, and I feel good with myself. And that is like something that fits your person as a person. And that, yeah.
I
So
feel like especially like as a creative,
yeah,
it's super important to detox
it is.
because you're not gonna be able to think clearly. You're not gonna be able to be creative
And you're gonna
if
be
you're all
influenced
like,
by a lot of stuff
yeah,
that you're
like
seeing.
nature, for example. I would 100% recommend for anybody watching, like even if you're not a like creative person, just go for a walk.
Exactly.
Turn off your phone. No music. Just go for a walk. Come back, and then you'll just be able to do so much better.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. I would 100%. I recommend detox. Even it's gonna be hard at first,
it is. And
but
it's a big effort. The
a lot
first
of
time that I tried doing that was like possible for me. I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then I had this week in which I started without Instagram, without TikTok. without X and everything, and I just
Do you
started
call it
to.
X? I refuse to call it X. I was gonna be Twitter.
Well, it's the way that people know it nowadays. So I
Nah,
deleted everything.
it's always gonna be Twitter for
All
me.
right, so I deleted Twitter, and like I started replacing those social media platforms with stuff I actually wanted to do in my life. I started reading. I actually read like in a week a book about how to fight the creative block, like
Oh yeah.
being blocked.
I don't know the writer's block, but like creative block or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that. The creator, the artist way.
I know there's a
So
writer's block when you're like hard for you to start writing, but I know there's a similar term for creatives, but I forgot what it was called.
yeah, it's creative block.
Creative block.
Yeah. So I think it is. So I read this book called The Artist Way. It's really, I recommended it a
Wait, what is
lot.
it called?
The Artist Way. Let me search
Yeah, send
for
me
it.
a link if you can. Also, when you said like instead of like you're not taking away, you're replacing it. I was reminded of this one specific analogy where you have a jar, right?
Yeah.
And I think this is I don't know where this analogy I think it was like a Christian analogy or something, but it's about prioritizing where you have a jar and you fill it up with like small stuff like sand and stuff. You fill it up with sand and you don't have any space to put like bigger like rocks. But then if you take all that up and you start by filling it up with rocks, then you have a lot of space in between those rocks to fill the sand in, and
Yeah.
you'll have even though you have the same amount of storage, you can fit more stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same with like your time in a
It
single
is.
day. If
Yeah.
you fill it up with small time, you won't have any time to prioritize what's actually important, the bigger tasks. And in that specific analogy, it was about like like prioritizing like God and stuff. But I like even that as well. Like if you instead of filling it with like short form content, like small things, just wasting time, you actually prioritize what's important. You get those tasks done. You get those
Exactly.
things done. You have so much free time to go through whatever you need to. But if you're actually like actually finish those tasks, then you don't like you. There's no need for you to watch those anymore.
Yeah.
Like like even you can go on it, but like you're not gonna need to because you're satisfied after those creating those big, doing those big tasks. Like you're, what you
It's
were,
gonna give you more like happiness than.
yeah, because you did something. Like you
Yeah.
actually did something. It's not short term happiness where you just watch something and you're entertained and then it's done.
It's like a happiness that you're gonna remember. It's gonna
Yeah,
stuck with you. You
because
know.
you achieved something.
Yeah.
Especially if it takes a long time and you actually finish it, it feels really good.
It is.
And then that happiness stays. And every time you look back, let's say it's like for example, like let's say it's like a project or something, right? Like a personal project or even like a school project or anything. You finish it and like you actually like finish it and do a good job of it, and you look back at it anytime, you'll feel that happiness.
Yeah.
But let's say you get the short happiness watching a meme, you can't feel that happiness again because you're gonna forget that meme. You're never gonna remember that again. That little happiness was only when you saw that meme. It will never come up again.
Yeah.
But
Unless you
this,
see the meme again.
but if you finish a project for yourself, let's say like home renovation or something, you build a table or something. Every time you look at that table, you'll remember it.
Yeah, you remember like, oh man, I did it.
I did that. Yeah,
I did it.
you
Yeah.
finished that. You did that. Like yeah.
It's gonna feed your soul.
So yeah, 100%. I guess my conclusion thoughts would be also like do detoxes. Get away from this, but like you don't need to like completely cut it off, but like prioritize what's important, like
Exactly.
family, relationships, like
Like
your own well being.
knowledge.
Yeah,
Knowledge is the most important thing that you can focus well of these things.
yeah. My dad always says like oh he says it in like my language, but like roughly translates to like take care of yourself first, I guess. But in like instead of wasting time on like random other stuff. So yeah,
Go to the
it's
gym.
not a good. There's no way to translate it. I don't know, but yeah, like going to the gym, like all this stuff to replace, um, like these are like more important things that have long term effects.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, any other conclusions? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you want to shout out yourself or anything? Like any your social media or whatever, or anything that you or any of your work?
I'm shy. No, I actually don't have any work yet posted. Planning on doing some blog and stuff.
He's
Or
gonna come up with some crazy video essays. I can tell.
oh yeah, you can tell that. So I have to plan them. I have to write them down. I have to take the time to do
It's not
all
like short
that.
form where you can just
Yeah,
create dumb stuff.
I'm
You gotta
gonna,
actually work on it,
I'm
and
gonna
you'll
create
feel good
like,
when you finish.
huh?
You'll feel good when you finish. Like,
I'll feel
when,
awesome. Whenever I record something, I talk to a camera and stuff. It's not for a few seconds, it's for a long time. I had a video of like a whole hour talking with myself in front of a camera. So
dang,
yeah, it was a
it's hard. It's hard for me to like.
it's retrospective video.
Yeah,
So I whenever I feel like lost in life, I see that video and I like
that's a good idea. I should do that.
find my own path.
Should do
Yeah,
that.
so it's a really good idea. Yeah, it is.
All right. Thank you for coming. Thank you for
It
joining the
was
stream.
a pleasure to be
It was a
here.
good talk. I enjoyed that.
It was, yeah, actually. Thank you, chat, for your answers, for being active, and
And get off TikTok, bro.
get off TikTok.
Go detox.
It's unhealthy to have 8 hours of
W
something.
podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching, bro.
Thank you.
Also, if you're new, drop a follow, subbing on that. More content coming soon.
It is
And
a
I
good
gotta get to
content.
class. My class starts in like 5 minutes. So, see you guys. You're just going home, right?
Yeah, I'm going home.
All
So,
right. Thank you for coming.
all right. Thank you so
Good.
much.
All right. Bye.
Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye, chat.